because then it'll go sideways real quick.
No.
Mr. Wakefield, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to a year, up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine due to the amount. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 30 days in jail credit for the
4 days?
4 days credit that you've already done. Understand that this charge will go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? Not only, do you have a job? What do you do in life? Dude, it's not funny. You're using all kinds of dope. You've got no job. What the hell are you going to be doing in 30 years from today, man? You know, you're going to end up on the street, jobless, prospectless, ain't got no money. Where are you going in life, man? It's not a good way to be in life. I know that you like to have fun. I know that you like to party, but you got to think about your future, because if not, and your mom and dad are not going to be here forever. Your auntie, your uncle, they're not going to be here forever. And if you don't have them in your life and you got no job, you got no money, you're on the street begging, either that or you're going to be slinging. You get caught up in that. You're either dead or with a 40-year sentence. How old are you? Have you ever had a full-time job?
Yes.
Doing what?
At Chevron in Lake Charles. I was a pipe fitter.
You were a pipe fitter. For real? So why stop? And?
So you can work this comp.
So it's easier to just get workers' comp and do nothing, I guess, right?
No, I just never went back, like reapply after.
Okay. You have to do something in your life, Mr. Wakefield, because if you don't, you're going to end up in jail with a lengthy sentence or on the street. That's not a good way. You work hard now, so you set yourself up for the future, so you can have vacations. You can buy nice cars the legitimate way. What you're doing now, it sucks. Just bottom line, it's not a good way to go through life, man.
Judge, while he's in custody, I can have a MAC social worker talk to him about options.
That'd be great. Dude, pipe fitting, if you get a trade like that, you can kill it, man. Making 20 to 30 bucks an hour. Holy you can buy a Benz, man. You can, with that kind of money, you can kill it. What you're doing now, it sucks. It sucks. And I don't even know how you're getting your money to do the dope. Anyways, you got to be getting it from somehow. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. It will go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. The reason I'm telling you this, Mr. Wakefield, is because your demeanor.
This is one of those moments where the courtroom tone completely shifts. What the judge just laid out isn't a lecture, it's a legal point of no return. By pleading guilty here, the defendant is permanently giving up the right to a trial, the right to appeal, and any chance to undo this later. And notice how the judge calls out the demeanor. Courts take attitude seriously. If you walk in acting like it's a joke, judges assume you don't understand the consequences, or worse, you don't care. Do you think judges should be this blunt, or does this cross into intimidation? Either way, this is the mo.
And the way you act when you come in here, you think it's a joke. Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that your future should mean something. We have enough brown and black people in custody as it is. Your life is hard enough as it is, being a black and brown person in society. It doesn't get easier the older you get. It gets harder. You get fatter. You get uglier. You lose hair. The older you get, the more unemployable you get. So if you don't set yourself up now, you're going to be nothing in 20 years. Do something, Mr. Wakefield. Don't become a statistic. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. I will roll your court costs. One more thing. I'm done with catch and release. So if you continue to come back with criminal cases, what we're doing today the plea on the spot, be done. It's not going to work. Do you understand? If you come back, it's not going to go well. Good luck, Mr. Wakefield.
And Judge, if I could just get you to make a note on the docket sheet that he pled on the same day I was appointed. Okay,
Sure.
thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Come over here.
Okay.
So here's the paperwork for that. Then you write on.
Please, on both.
Yes, sir.
You said Treadwell, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Page 18.
You were on bond for DWI, and now you've picked up another DWI. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, man.
Yes, Judge. On October 23rd, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a major one-car vehicle accident in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with a witness who observed the motor vehicle had left the scene but was still blocking a moving lane of traffic and had struck a school zone signpost. The officer also observed the defendant's motor vehicle had crashed in the direction moving against the flow of traffic, and the witness identified the defendant as the driver. EMS saw the defendant in the driver's seat of the crashed vehicle with her feet sticking out and the engine still running. Upon contact with the defendant, the officer observed bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and unsteady balance on the defendant's person, along with a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, and general disorientation and slow responses. When asked about the accident, the defendant stated she may have fallen asleep but did not remember the crash occurring. The defendant admitted to drinking and consuming Adderall, and she said that she was the sole occupant and operator of the motor vehicle. The officers recovered 2 open alcoholic beverage containers from the passenger side floorboard.
Drinking while driving?
Yes, Your Honor. And 4 unopened containers. Standard field sobriety tests were performed, HGN 4 out of 6, walk and turn 8 out of 8, and 1 leg stand 3 out of 4. A blood warrant was drafted and executed.
And Judge, on the first DWI, the lab results came back as 0.286.
0.026.
0.206, because there's a big difference. Is it 0.26?
Yes, 0.286, yes, Judge. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is a very high blood test. Can you run an NCIC? I'd like to know what other kind of criminal history she has, number one. Number two, did we have her sign a no driving affidavit on the first one? Because if she did, I'm going to have a contempt hearing.
I don't see a no driving affidavit on file, Your Honor.
Yeah, well, her driver's license wasn't eligible though on the second DWI.
Probably because of the first and the ALR. Mr. Treadwell, I want you to be perfectly clear about something. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the citizens of Harris County. Every single day, someone dies because of a DWI in Harris County. And I will do everything in my power to protect my city. And if that means putting you in custody because you repeatedly flaunt our bond conditions, so be it. Now, I'm going to revoke your bond.
This is the hammer coming down. Bond revocation is one of the strongest tools a judge has, and it means the court has decided public safety outweighs personal freedom. A blood alcohol level this high combined with a second DWI while already on bond is basically the worst case scenario in a judge's eyes. The GPS monitor, alcohol SCRAM device, and total driving ban aren't punishment, they are prevention. The judge is saying, I don't trust you, and I'm not risking another victim. Do you think this is protecting the public or setting someone up to fail? Because once courts stop believing you,
I'm taking you in And now, if you do get out, you will have a strict curfew of 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I'm forbidding you from going within a car at all. You will now be signing an affidavit, and if I find that you drive, and I don't care what your reason is, I don't care if Jesus comes down and tells you he needs to ride to church, you get into a car and drive, I will have a contempt hearing. Every time you get into a car, it's up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. On one ankle, you will get a GPS monitor. On your other ankle, you're going to get a SCRAM device, so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. As it stands now, I'm revoking your bonds and I'm putting them both at $25,000. Do you understand? She goes with you.
Sit down.
Hey, Hugh. Happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween. I like it. It looks good. I have Javier Galindo on docket. And if you remember the last time you took him in custody and wanted me to check with his sister, and I just had a lengthy conversation with his sister. Everything's good. He can go live with her. She's a teacher, and then she's also getting her master's to become a principal now, and she's pretty
Great.
Yeah. So he's in custody. I was going to see if we can get him on a PR bond.
I don't know, man. I don't.
I think last time you indicated that you would let him out. That's why you wanted me to contact his sister and see if he had a place to go.
She will take him.
Yes.
How do we get him to stop using?
She told me that he's not, she has keeps pretty good tabs on
She
him.
can hold him.
Well,
If he's, can you bring out Mr. Galindo?
and he really has, he's like a different person now from that.
He's clean.
Yes. And so,
Don must admit.
yeah,
You know?
I don't think so. Yeah, that was probably no fun.
Bill,
Yes, sir.
talk to me while we're waiting.
Mayor Gonzalez, his mom, dad, and sister are all here in person today.
I'm happy to talk to him.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, we were talking about the bond. I know the court will do a PR bond, but I was gonna ask for a reduction.
Are you mom and dad and everyone? Is that you? Okay, let me talk to this gentleman and then we'll talk to you. Good morning, Mr. Galindo. How are you? You look great. You sound good. You're coherent. You're not jittery like you were when you came here last time.
Oh, I know.
So Hugh wants me to let you out. Looks like you've got a place to stay with. Looks like you've got a place to stay with your sister. My only worry is that if we let you out, you're going to go back to doing right what you're doing, using. And I don't want that to happen. I know you're going to tell me no.
Oh, yes.
Right. You've told me that before, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. How do we get it to stop? Therein lies the rub. I don't want to keep you, but I know if I release you, you're going to go back to using, and you're going to use grandma as the excuse.
That was just,
Perhaps it's another excuse. Perhaps it's saw Bambi and you're upset at the movie.
Council recess.
Did we have him T-Rast? What did it recommend?
SATF followed by anger management and defeat ratings.
That's what needs to happen. I think that with what you're using, the frequency of what you're using, the best course of action is a treatment facility. Because we let you out. You're gonna end up killing yourself. And believe it or not, I really like you. I want you to persevere, and I want you to become the great person that you can be, Javier. You know, I think that that's probably the wisest choice, to get him into a treatment facility. You know, I know that you want to get him out.
Yes, I'm just
I've done
wondering.
this before.
Yes, but yeah, we're still, well, it's all pre-trial, so I don't know. I mean, is that something he can do pre-trial, or, I mean, can he do outpatient, or?
I can't pay for anything. The only way I can pay for everything is if he's in there. If I let him out, he doesn't have a job, doesn't have a, anything. He's going to be unable to pay for anything. So therein lies the excuse. Well, I can't get it done. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no job. And then it spirals into the same thing. I don't know, Hugh. I don't. I think that the best course of action is to get you into a treatment facility, Mr. Galindo.
I'll stay with my sister. I don't drink over there. I don't do nothing. I'm staying with my sister. She's a teacher. She don't let me drink. She don't let me do nothing.
Yes, she,
As if you're going to listen to her.
Yes, of course I listen to her. She's all I have. I listen to whatever she says. I babysit her son.
it seems,
With him before.
I wasn't with her. I wasn't staying with her.
Living.
Just being bad. And friends, whatever. We're friends.
Street.
Yeah. But I'm with my sister now.
she seems like she has a pretty tight grip on him,
She
from
does.
speaking with her.
You could get her number.
Discovery's outstanding.
Your Honor, it looks like everything's uploaded and shared with the defense.
And we can set the case for trial. There's a felony that's attached to this, but I'm okay with setting it for a trial date.
I am too.
Okay.
That way, if it goes well for him, he's out. If it doesn't, I know what I'm gonna do, which is what I think needs to happen regardless. Because if we let him loose on the street, he's just gonna use. And we've done this game before. I've let him out before, and he goes right back to using.
He's only bond forfeited once in your court.
I always say.
I know one time's too many, but I know that it's not like he's been a recurring issue. This is the only time that he's had an issue with this, with the drug testing.
Thank you. Let me think about that.
All right, Mr. Galindo, come on, like this one.
They speak English?
Yes.
Come up. They can all come up.
Yeah, all y'all.
They can all come up. The more the merrier. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I wish it were under better circumstances. And I'm sorry that you guys are having to come here and deal with this, but better now than 6 feet under in a pine box, right? We've had a lot of issues with him. And I think that, I don't know, I guess you realize and the spiel that I give to everybody is that watch the news, which I hope you do. Every day, someone dies in Harris County from a DWI. Every single day. We in Harris County lead the nation. We
Hold
lead,
all conversations.
we lead the nation in DWI fatalities because it happens so much. Is it because we have 4 million people here? I don't know. Is it because Harris County is 3 hours from one side to the other? I don't know. But that's what it is. And it's disgusting. And what scares me with him is he has 3 open DWIs in 3 different counties. That is extremely scary. And we're lucky that no one has been injured. A life has not been taken, because it could have gone so much worse. The reason that it's taking as long as it is because he does not have, I'm presuming he doesn't have a lawyer in Nueces, right?
This time, that's correct, Your Honor.
If you guys are able to get a lawyer for him down there, hopefully that can speed up the process to get everything working. Because here in Harris County, we have so many cases, we have so many people in custody that we move it like crazy. We're very, very fast. We're a fast-moving criminal justice system here. Fort Bend is building their way up to being as big as we are. So they're a little bit slower, but in the other counties, in like Brazos and Nueces, Corsicana, and they do things a lot slower. So if you pick up a case, you may not go to court for 6 to 8 months, and then you start dealing with it. It looks like that's what's happening over there.
Did let the family know that even though they don't have a court date yet in Nueces, getting a lawyer down there, they can talk to the DA and they can start working on the case and talking to myself and the Fort Bend lawyer, trying to get a global deal done prior to any court date even being scheduled. Because I mean, the case is open and pending. I mean, it's there. So that's where we are for now. But I think the bond in Harris County is the only thing keeping him from going home to his family. And so we're trying to figure out a way to see if the court would allow him to post maybe a lower amount for bond.
It scares me to let him out. It scares me to let him out. He's repeatedly shown us that he refuses to comply with bond conditions. If I let him out, what's going to happen? Is he going to pick up a fourth? Well, I know you're going to say no, but history tells us otherwise.
Sam, but I see where you're going with that. But my son is a 21-year-old kid. He's still a kid to me. And he messed up 3 times. Yes, he did. But he's ready to come out and do right with society and do the way he's supposed to. He's going to come out. He's going to live with me. He was out there living in Corpus because he turned into a welder. And I never agreed with him. I told him, I said, I don't like that for you. I'm a roofing contractor. He's going to be living under my home. And he's going to be staying with me. And I will be giving him a ride to wherever I need to take him to get his stuff straight. That's what I have, and that's what I want from him, and I know that's what he wants too. He's not a bad kid like that. He's not like what we're writing him off to be. And I see your position, and because you're telling me about all these fatalities and stuff, but that's not my son. Twice he was caught. He was parked. 150 times I tell you at AA that you're gonna kill somebody. Of those 150 chances, he's got 2. He decided to stop and pull over and he didn't crash with anybody. Yes, he got caught 3 times, but he's ready to not ever drink again.
How many times has he not been caught?
He's young. He hadn't been drinking. He hadn't been drinking until 21 because he left and he was living on his own. He was living in my house. He didn't want to be here at my house anymore because he went out there to work. But him being a young kid, he lost his girlfriend. We had a cousin of his committed suicide, so he had a lot of stuff going on in his head. But now this is real to him, and he's learned his lesson. He's ready to be out here, and he needs to come out here and start working. He's gonna work for me, and he's gonna make money to pay for all this mess that he got himself into. Right now, we're paying the price. He's in there.
Why are you paying the price?
Well, we're paying the price for him. Because he's my son, and I'll give whatever I have to get him out of there.
Sorry, I really am.
He is not like I don't want to. He's not like all these other people, man. I'm sorry, my kid's not like that. He's not a drug addict. He doesn't abuse anything else. He messed up with the alcohol, being too young and not knowing what to do.
How do you know? How do you know?
I just know it. Know my son.
Hey,
he was living with me for a long time. That's how I know him.
And I understand and I respect it. Looking through the eyes of a father, I get this a lot. But when you have 3 DWIs in 3 different counties, judges have told you repeatedly what you can and what you can't do, and you repeatedly flaunt that and just don't. And you have shown us repeatedly you're going to do whatever you want to do, regardless of what a judge tells you. And I know that that's not what you want to hear, and I'm sorry, because I don't like to keep people in jail, but my only concern is public safety, And I know that you don't like to hear it, and it pains me to do it as a father myself as well. But I don't know how else to get him to realize that when you don't abide by court orders, this is what happens. And
Judge, you read people, you see people, you've seen my son. See him, and I'm telling you, he's not gonna do this again. We want him out here so he can start working, he can work for me and he start paying for his stuff. He does nothing, he does no good to anyone in there. I mean, he does no good to anyone, for anyone in there.
But it does though, protects the public. What I'd like to do is, we've had him TRAS, right? Okay. So what we do is I have clinicians on staff who evaluate him and tell us what the proper course of action is. We've had our clinicians evaluate him, and
Substance abuse treatment facility followed by sober court.
what that is that it's a treatment facility that's kind of like a long-term rehab type facility where it teaches him how to deal with the issues, cope, and not use alcohol as a way to cope, as a coping mechanism. After he does that rehab, we have him going into sober court, which is a long-term, an 18-month program that supervises him by one of the actual judges here that keeps him under their wing and meets with them on 2 times a month, where he would come to court, meet with them to ensure that he's on the straight and narrow. While he's with me now, I can pay for it. If he's on the outside, I can't pay for anything.
That program with other.
Right. And unfortunately, we want to do that, but I can't do anything until those other 2 cases are resolved. The idea what Will had was you've got a lawyer in Fort Bend. You have to get a lawyer in Nueces. Once you do that, we can work together all as one unit to resolve all the cases at once. And then we get them into this program. And hopefully the other counties will see it, that this is what we want to do. We've got a long-term solution to help him keep sobriety. And it's okay.
Does that mean that he has to be incarcerated during the entire?
It's an inpatient treatment facility, correct?
He would go from custody and jail here straight to the treatment facility. So he wouldn't be incarcerated, but he would not be released in between. He would go straight to the.
It's not too terribly long. It's around a 6-month program, 6 to 8, 6 if you respond well. And after that, we let them out, and it's an aftercare program where he meets with us. He literally meets with the judge 2 times a month to ensure that he's on he's doing well. And if he does well, he gets rewarded throughout the program. They help him get his license back, help him job searches. So it's a really rewarding program. And the idea is to get him to recognize is at a young, early age now, before it spirals out of control at a later date, or either that or before you do some catastrophic damage where you're now ending up with a 40 or 50-year sentence. That's the goal.
The treatment facility is called SATF, SATF. It's an acronym.
It's Substance Abuse Treatment Facility, SATF. But
But
we can't until Nueces is on board as well.
I'll talk with the family more, Judge.
You want to use all this money to get him out of jail. He needs a lawyer over there. The money, instead of getting him out, probably be better spent with the lawyer in Nueces, so that we can work all together to find a great resolution. Not just getting him out and hope he does well. We have the tools, and I can pay for everything for you. It's a $30,000 program that I'm willing to pay for you. Not to mention aftercare, which is probably another $15,000. So we are footing the bill for everything. But I can't do that if he's on the outside. I know that it's not the answer that you want to hear, but it may be a blessing in disguise. You know, work with me. I want what's best for your son. We're not here just to throw away the key. We don't want to do that. We want to help him. Sometimes it's better in the long term to sit in there, get him in the facility, than to just put him out and throw him out there in the wolves and hopes that he does well. Okay.
Talk to him further. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Anna. Okay, so we've got Rico Romero.
Okay.
Yo ahora voy a traducir todo en español, todo en español, ¿ok? Todo en español, ¿ok? Entonces, todo en español.
And then Idelce.
Sí. Stay. Yes.
Yes. Sí, señor.
Order in the court for the pleas.
Both of you gentlemen are charged with driving while intoxicated cases.
Claro, los dos.
Both of you guys have worked out agreements.
Llegaron a un acuerdo con el Estado
Cases will now reflect as convictions on your
y
record.
que va a estar en su récord.
Mr. Idelce, you need to understand that this is a
Entender,
DWI second offense.
sabes que usted
If you ever get pulled over and you have the faintest smell of alcohol or dope on your breath,
en su aliento,
what is going to happen to you?
lo que va a pasar con usted.
Pues se me va a deportar porque no tengo.
I'm gonna be deported because I don't have papers.
That's one of the things, perhaps, yes.
Eso que le puede pasar. Sí.
But first, you're looking at a prison sentence of a minimum of 2 years, a maximum of 10 years.
Pasa por un mínimo de 2 años.
From now on, if you pick up another DWI, you will not be with me. You will end up in felony court,
Estar en felonía ahí arriba.
a
Delito
very
mayor.
lengthy.
Sorry, dígale perdón, ya.
I want to tell you I'm sorry that I am sorry.
Perdón.
Sorries don't matter to me.
Pero,
Okay.
What matters is that it doesn't happen again. And I'm just warning you that if it does,
si vuelve a
you will
hacerlo,
now be in felony court. So if I were you, even if you have a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car
cuidar con la,
because you're taking a humongous risk.
con la cosa de
The
arriba.
same applies to you, Mr. Rico Romero. You now have this DWI going on your record as well. If you ever get into a car and smell like alcohol or dope, likewise, you will end up going back to jail. He has 2 FSRAs upstairs. What's going on with that?
He's being offered the minimum on those, Your Honors.
5 years? 2 years? Are they second degrees?
No, the charges like the hybrids, 2 to 5. It wasn't
Oh,
serious.
it's a hybrid one.
That's why I feel comfortable doing this. I mean, it's the minimum.
If you're going to get into a car and maim and destroy other people, please don't. You have a DWI, you've got 2 failure to stop and render aids, where you've created a ton of damage. Don't. How is that fair? All we want are our streets to be safe.
Las calles que están seguras.
Your sentence is 3 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You're giving up, both of you guys are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You could be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. Now, you, Mr. Rico Romero, it looks like after these cases, you still have to deal with the felony cases. And then after that, it looks like you also have an immigration detainer as well.
Llama por papeles porque va a ir a la corte mayor. Y después de eso va a
How do
enfrentarse
you
a la
plead to
corte
the
de
offense of
inmigración.
driving while intoxicated, guilty?
¿Cómo se declara borracho? ¿Culpable o no culpable? ¿Culpable o no culpable? Guilty.
Find you guilty. I'm going to suspend your driving privilege for 1 year.
Por un año.
Do not drive. And please, don't kill anyone. Mr. Idelce, you've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 365 days in jail
35 días en la cárcel.
to be probated for 18 months.
18 meses.
As part of the probation, you will do a repeat offender DWI education class.
Van a curso de
You will do 2 victim impact panels,
una clase.
no drugs, no alcohol,
Acuerdo.
no breath test refusal. So if you are pulled over in a
Cuando lo
car,
paren, que la policía
you must, and an officer asks you to submit to a breath test, you must submit to a breath test. If you don't, you are in violation of this probation.
de la bota de migración de la aprobación, si no,
You must also do 5 days in jail as a condition of this probation.
eso también.
This is to begin tomorrow.
So,
Yes.
mañana va a empezar a presentarse usted.
Do you want him to
Sí.
hear or report?
¿Dónde se va a reportar?
Okay. By 6 p.m. You must report by 6 p.m.
6 de la tarde.
to the 701 San Jacinto.
5 de la tarde de San Jacinto.
If you fail to,
Sí, 49 San Jacinto. Sí, 49 San Jacinto. Okay.
if you fail, I'm sorry,
I will show it to him what to report.
we give him paperwork too, Mr.
Ahí
No,
le van a dar el
you don't
documento
have to.
también.
But I want you to understand that if you are someone who is repeatedly late, they're not going to take you. And if they don't take you, the full range of punishment is available to you.
Si no lo toman ahí de nuevo, o algo, va a tener más problemas.
Sí, pero yo voy a estar a las 6 ahí.
I'm gonna be there at 6 p.m.
I would be there before.
Yo diría que estuviera.
Before.
Sí, ok.
4 o'clock. I'll be there.
Ok, ok.
Okay.
How do you plead to the offense of
Te
driving?
declara la ofensa de manera
Offense,
totalmente
guilty
intoxicado,
or
culpable
not
o no
guilty?
culpable. Guilty.
He also has a felony case, Mr. Newell. Is that
Y
one
tenemos
thing?
una colonía,
Dismissed.
Sí, sí.
pero la colonía se lo quitaron.
Let me make one thing clear to you.
Eso es algo claro.
How old are you?
¿Qué edad tiene usted, señor?
45 años.
45.
You're not a spring chicken.
Es un niño, porque ya no son niños.
You don't look like you're in the best of shape. If you're doing that kind of dope, it's going to ravage your body and you'll likely end up dead.
Eso, bueno,
So 45-year-olds can't be using the dope that 18-year-olds do.
usando esa clase de drogas.
Get my drift?
¿Me entiendes?
Sí.
We don't want to see you in a pine box.
Pero usted se llama en una cara de...
What about the DPS fines and fees and surcharges, Mr. Newell?
Gracias.
Mr. Idelsa, what do you do for a living?
Bravo, usted, señor.
Trabajo medio tiempo a veces de construcción.
Construction,
Tengo mi,
half-time.
de construcción y a veces tengo mi esposa que tengo que mantener.
And then I have to take care of my wife.
Ya.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
De construcción, pero no trabajo mucho, medio tiempo.
Just give him a long payment.
$300 por semana.
The six.
Solamente no me preguntan, nada más conteste.
Just have them do that. All right. We wish you the best of luck, gentlemen. I am suspending your license for a year.
Año
Do
tiene
not drive until you get a license, Mr. Idelsa. And good luck to you, gentlemen. Oh, enhancements, I'm sorry. No more. Sorry. Mr. Idelsa, is it true that you had a prior DWI in 22 in our court?
El 22 es cierto que usted tuvo otro DWI aquí en esta corte.
Sí.
Yes.
Is it true that you also had a .15 or above in this case?
5 ya tenía como se llama de alcohol.
Imagino que sí.
Yes, hay más.
Is it also true that you had an open container in this case as well?
Se llama un contenedor abierto, como el carro, cuando lo pararon.
Contenedor como.
Como cerveza o algo
Had
abierto.
Oh, sí, sí, sí. sí.
Yes. Yes.
Tell you now, Mr. Idelsa, that you will be required to pay the DPS fines and fees and surcharges that are now $6,000 to pay. I will give you time to pay it, but if you don't pay it, a warrant will issue. And for every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail.
Dar tiempo de.
Do you understand?
¿Piensa usted?
Pero no tengo como.
We will put you on a payment plan for 2 years and you will be required to pay it.
Dice que le van a dar plan de pago.
I will waive the court costs, but with the DPS fines, you're going to have to pay that.
Se llaman los costos de la corte, pero eso es una multa del Estado, de DPS.
Ya.
Ahí le van a dar, ¿cómo se llama? Tiempo para pagar.
Okay, guys, good luck.
Todo, suerte.
CC.
Judge, may we get an order to get the vest?
Well,
But he'll have to put on another one whenever he's ready.
well, no. I mean, he needs a device though. He can't go without a device. Does he have a Guardian Interlock now or a portable device?
That's the portable one. He came to,
Let me make sure that he has it
he has it.
and that it's operational, Mr. Newey, and then if so, yeah.
He showed it to me now. What is the machine? The portable
La
one.
máquina que tiene, la máquina.
That's and it's operational?
Yeah.
¿Está trabajando? Sí, está trabajando.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right.
Leaving his probation fees as well, or-
Yeah, because he's paying for the 6,000. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Thank you,
We're
Judge.
gonna waive the probation fees because he's doing that other one, which is probably like a. Okay, sure.
It's a time served on a trespass.
I don't know if I'm ready to just let him out. I don't, because I truly think that if I let him out, he's just gonna start using again. And that's what I don't want
This
to
is his
happen.
only time, this is his only mess up while he's out on bond now.
The only way that I would have is to have him come twice a week to test, so I know that he's not using, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you now, it's how long do you think it's gonna take?
Yeah, yeah,
The only way that I can really know that if he's not using is to constantly test him.
yeah. And even still back
He's
there.
gonna do that? You think he's gonna wanna do that, come up here twice a week to try to test?
I don't think he wants to, but I think he will. But I haven't had never had any issues with him showing up. But I mean, so should I just get a trial setting or should we?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, and because it's a jail case, we'll do it as soon as you want.
Okay,
You know, I gotta give them at least 30 days so they can get all their motions and subpoenas out, but, you know, we can get you already have a case December 3rd that we set, didn't we?
yeah.
Yeah,
Set on the 3rd? Yeah, set up a trial on the 3rd, you said?
Sure.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I have a trial set that day as well, but,
with us.
I did.
Set you a jail case that day.
Yes.
So I'm saying we could do the same thing.
Okay, let's do that. Minutes.
Morning, Mr. Smart. Ay. What's going on with you, man?
I'm just tired. I'm supposed to be on medication.
Did they just pick you up?
Yes, sir.
You still coming down or what?
No, I've been here for a couple of months.
Here for a couple of weeks.
No, it's been over.
When did he get a, when did he
Was
get picked up?
on, it's been since 9/16.
Oh,
You've been in custody here since 9/16?
Yes.
Continuously?
No, I think,
I'm just a trespass.
I know, but
Yeah.
it keeps happening, Mr. Smart, and you keep picking up trespasses and you keep coming back here and I'm sorry, you don't come back here. This is now our 4th trespass case and you never come back. The days of catch and release are over. Do you understand? And I am now, any more cases that you pick up with me, we will now be working on getting you treatment so that it stops happening. Where are you living?
With friends.
Who's in your life right now?
My sister, my mom.
I've been speaking with his father, but they live up in Fort Worth.
Why aren't you living with them?
Me and my dad don't see eye to eye sometimes.
Can I take a guess why?
I'm not trying to lie. He's
Mr. Smart, You have now, for the past 3 years, have been in and out of custody. And before you know it, 15 years are going to pass and you're going to look like that little Quasimodo dude on the side of the road begging for money because they've got no job, no prospects, but only addiction issues, never willing to take care of it. Toothless. Is that what you want? How long has he been in custody?
Since September 13th.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I think that we need to have Mr. Smart TRAS to see what the problem is, why it continues to happen, and so it stops. We're working on since 22, early 22, burglary of a building, trespass, assault, trespass. And now I'm not doing this anymore with you, Mr. Smart. I'm not going to do this. So we will have you evaluated. I want you to talk to my clinicians to find out what's going on with your life, to see what we can do to help you out, to get you out of this rut before you kill yourself or worse. No more. Do you understand? We will do it expedited, so it's not going to sit here and languish. So today's Thursday? Hopefully we can get the TRAS done tomorrow.
Okay.
We can come back maybe Tuesday, Wednesday and figure out what they say, where the proper course of action is.
Sure.
Mr. Smart,
Okay.
please be honest to the people that we have you talk to. If I get a report back and it tells me that you're all rainbows and gumdrops and there's no issues, I'm going to send you right back to do it again. Do you understand? Be honest, because we want to help you. That's the only way that we can. Okay? See you on Tuesday or Wednesday. Thanks, you.
Unfortunately, we're skipping you real quick. Go ahead. Come step all the way up. This is Mr. Goodman for a waiver, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Goodman.
How you doing, sir?
If you could sign,
Okay.
and your arms this way.
Yeah. Yes, that's not bad.
All right, Mr. Goodman, it looks like you were wanted out of the state of North Carolina for a violation of probation. Are you waiving formal extradition, sir? Okay, unfortunately, it looks like you've not paid bond on the felony case, so it's kind of told until that case works out. At that point, that's when the clock starts ticking. And then North Carolina has 14 days to come get you.
That's when it starts.
You can't bond out. Okay. If you make bond on the felony case, then the 14 days starts running. Correct. Yes. Okay. All right. Good luck. Thanks.